never gave me no damn earring. He probably gave us to Jennifer.
And so I have to ask you this question, because everybody always want to know this. Are you dating anyone?
So, yes, and I'm in a relationship that is one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. And she's smart, she loves God, she has something real down to earth about her. She's talented, but I set my standard kind of high because she had to have an EGOT. She had to win an Oscar on her first movie. I set my standard high. She had to get her own talk show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Girl, he never gave me no damn earring. He probably gave us to Jennifer. And so I have to ask you this question, 'cause everybody always want to know. This, are you dating applause anyone? So yes, and I'm in a relationship that is one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. And she's smart, Shay. Loves God, she has something real down to earth about her, she's talented, but I set my standard kind of high 'cause she had to have an EGOT. She had to win an Oscar on her first movie, I said. My stand house, she had to get her own talk show. Oh, okay, very little. Tiffany's unwavering devotion to Common is still evident, and speculation has it that her passion has only gotten bigger ever since it was made public that the Lori Harvey of straight males had tied the wedding Jennifer. Hudson hosted a conversation session where Common and J. Hud disclosed that they are in a relationship, although bringing a flower to J. Hud's birthday party might have given anything away based on it. Is comments made after the event people this man is truly in love, little one when Common talks about J. Hud. I blush because there's nothing more attractive than a man who can express his emotions in words in an open and sincere manner, however, who was typing and deleting while Common was gushing. About J. Hud, Miss Tiffany Haddish reliable sources claim that Tiffany is still completely infatuated with Common and is voicing her dissatisfaction of Common's current relationship with J. Hud, in case you missed it during their time together to film the 2019 film The Kitchen Common, and Tiffany seemed to get along well. Tiffany claimed that her relationship with Common was the finest she had ever had, and that if Common were to pop the question, she would prefer it to happen in an apartment complex. Regretfully, Tiffany was expecting the proposal when Common decided to end their relationship. Common claimed that their breakup was amicable and attributed it to their hectic schedules a month late. Tiffany said that Common's comments had surprised her. She did voice her displeasure with Jason Lee's treatment of her. Tiffany continued by saying that even while she was content with Common, she believed their relationship had reached its peak, and that as his lady she ought to have been invited to a number of significant occasions. But he had stopped asking even though Tiffany said he phoned her to end their nearly 2-year romance. It seems that she was unaware of his diminishing interest in it. Tiffany also mentioned in the interview how much she missed Common. Tiffany, though, can't seem to get her mouth shut about him. Tiffany kept on saying that the decision was not at all mutual. Whenever she had the opportunity, she continued by saying that their relationship was the safest and healthiest she had ever been in. It wasn't mutual. She claimed he was essentially stating, I believe this relationship has reached its peak, and I thought, how in the world are you going to be 50 years old and sing? Leo, right? Sure thing, essentially, that we came to understanding that like this is what's going to be best like for us to still continue to love each other and be there for each other is to not be in a romantic relationship because we won't be able to give to that. And I don't want to be 1 foot and 1 furthermore, she stated quite succinctly. I'm a pretty positive person, and I'm here to have an experience in reference to Common's breakup, even though I think that because I've been alone for so long, I am so accustomed to being abandoned that I expect it. I would truly love to experience being abandoned with a companion. Which is kind of sad, isn't it? You know, Tiffany says that Common might not be the kind to call it quits. But from the comments made about him and his actions around her, it appears like J. Hud has made the decision to settle down, at least in the eyes of Tiffany's close friends. She seems a little irritated now. What further tools do you have? Tiffany emphasized that he has now come clean and admitted to being the marrying sort. Furthermore, it was evident to all that Tiffany was let down by Common's lack of enthusiasm for their relationship compared to his own, particularly after he turned the issue about him dating anyone around in response to J. Hud's question concerning whether or not she was seeing anyone after Jennifer made it clear how happy she was in the relationship. Common went on the expressed that he was to recall that Tiffany had publicly stated her desire to have children several times without holding back. As she stated in the Access interview, her goal is to adopt after placing kids in foster care. Tiffany said in an interview with EA's Daily Pop that she had enrolled in parenting lessons. She went on, "I'm looking at you, no 5 and up, really like 7, indicating that she was interested in adopting. In my view, they ought to be able to communicate and go to the bathroom by themselves. I want them to understand how much effort I've put into them." In an interview with Extra, she discussed adoption, saying things like, "Give me a little variety pack. I want to adopt. And you know I want a Josephine bakery." Tiffany actually mentioned something along these lines in another Vlad interview. Although she was clearly uncomfortable with Common, she was probably expecting them to have children because of how committed she was to him. And it's the same man who speaks of settling down and getting married. He might be the type of person that never really settles with somebody. Maybe he's like he's like a bee going from flower to flower. Thus it makes obvious that Tiffin's discontent and her extreme fixation with Common are related. If not, why would she also be making cryptic comment about her search for true love around the time that Jennifer and Common were purportedly dating? We're still talking about Common at the end of the day, sweetie. So my only hope is that he won't hurt our daughter Jennifer. Furthermore, he has typically been as common as his name implies. Common has actually said things that practically classify him as a walking caution sign. For example, he previously declared that he would never deal with issues until they become severe, get foster kids, and then adopt. That's what I want to do. But I've been advised by my representation and whatnot that because I'm at this level in life now, that I can't get foster kids. But I can. He also acknowledged it. And he can't keep a relationship going since he just gets a temporary high from being in love, and finds that if things get serious, it's too short-lived. Common's first known relationship was with Kim Jones, with whom he even had a child before separating, when the child was just a year old, as you can also see from Common's most recent acts. CIA, it is uncertain how they are related. But Common revealed in his 2019 biography Let Love Have the Last Word that he found out his daughter believed he wasn't trying to be in her life. He added that issues that surfaced during his breakup with Kim could have played a role in creating this perception. Hira Badu replaced Common after he moved on from Kim, but there was still a lot of turbulence in their relationship. Tara G.P. Henson was his second choice, after Angela Rye and Serena Williams are next. Tiffany Laugh. Actually, a number of other women have also been mentioned in relation to Common, such as Ava Duver-Jaguar Wright and Simone, the widow of Chadwick Boseman. I found myself in a what was called love addiction, who my therapist broke it down was like that feeling of being like, oh, I'm in love, and that honeymoon period that people call it. I was addicted to that. The Lori Harvey of straight males. Really, we can only hope that the relationship with J. Hud is healthy. But meanwhile, let me know what you think about Tiffany still being obsessed with Common and openly shading Jennifer for being with her ex in the comments section below.